Okay, so some news. Piece of news number 1, I don't have my shofar here because I'm at my mom's house, so you'll have to see me practice my shofar on another day. Piece of news number 2, my brother's letting me use his HD camera to shoot my videos. I'm not shooting with it right now because unfortunately at the moment I have no way of getting the footage that is on my camera off my camera, but I will. And then you'll be seeing Ilana in HD, which is really good because you don't know this, but I'm so much prettier in HD. Today we're doing what I'm calling a power Mishnah, 2 Mishnahs in one video. Our first Mishnah of today continues outlining precisely when one has fulfilled the obligation of reciting the Shema. Hakoreh et Shema velo hishmi'a le'oznai yatsa. If someone reads the Shema but does not hear it, he has still fulfilled his obligation. So basically all that means is that you're allowed to say the Shema to yourself without it being audible, like this. That's right. Sometimes I pray with Asim Shalom. Stop judging me! Anyway, Rabbi Yossi disagrees and says that we have to actually hear the Shema when we say it. This is the opinion we go by, which in my opinion makes a lot of sense. Because I'm a Jew. I believe in one God. And you know what? I'm gonna say it loud and proud. Shout it from the rooftops so everyone can hear. And since I'm shouting it from the rooftops, I better get the words right. The Mishnah continues by explaining that you can't read the Shema in reverse order, nor can you make a mistake. If you make a mistake, you have to go back to the place where you made that mistake and start again. Also, according to Rabbi Yehuda, you have to make sure to enunciate your words properly when you're saying the Shema. The Mishnah seems to be saying that we must be very accurate when reciting the Shema, probably because it's such an important prayer. But here's the thing. Rabbi Yossi says that if we don't enunciate when saying the Shema, we've still fulfilled our obligation. And this is the opinion that we go by. This seems quite odd to me. If we're supposed to be able to hear the Shema, shouldn't we be able to hear it properly and enunciated correctly? This question becomes even more interesting as we consider our second Mishnah. Ha'umanim korin b'rosh ha'ilan o b'rosh hanidbach, ma she'ein rasha'in la'asot ken betfilah. The Mishnah talks about some skilled workmen who stopped to say the Shema while they were standing precariously at the top of a tree. Think roofmen or window washers. Imagine having to stop to say the Shema while standing in a precarious position. Generally, a workman would not be allowed to stop in his precarious position and pray. Because prayer is a petition for divine mercy, and it requires concentration. And how can you concentrate when you're trying not to die? But the Shema's a little different. It only requires deep concentration for a short little while. The Mishnah explains that even though that workman is in a dangerous position, he can probably concentrate for that short amount of time needed for the Shema. So it's not a problem. So I can actually identify with these skilled workmen. I work in a bakery, like a catering kitchen. Tastes like more catering, kosher, parv, and nut-free. Visit tastelikemore.ca for further details. So it's a kitchen, meaning sharp knives and blenders and open flames. Now don't worry, we take precautions and everything's pretty safe. But like the workmen, if I stopped to say the Shema in the middle of the kitchen, I'd have a hard time concentrating too. I'd be making sure that I'm not going to get lit on fire or hit with a knife. Now, according to the Mishnah, I should be able to concentrate for that short amount of time, even though I'm in a dangerous kitchen. But to me, this allowance to say the Shema in a dangerous environment, just like the allowance to not have to enunciate properly while saying the Shema, kind of takes away from the importance of the prayer. At least that's what I thought initially. But then I started to think of it this way. When I'm in the bakery and I'm baking a cake or making cookies, I have to remember to put everything away, keep my space clean, make everything quickly, make everything accurately. It's a lot to remember. But if I forget any of those things, it doesn't mean that the cookies aren't going to turn out well anyway. I mean, yes, if I really don't pay attention and I don't adhere to all these rules, then the cookies will burn and the cake will fall on the floor. Yes, I have dropped a cake once. Okay, twice. But in general, as long as I'm generally paying attention and concentrating, everything will work out fine. So that's how I understand these leniencies. We should still be able to fulfill our obligation of reciting the Shema, even if we haven't done it in ideal conditions. Because the importance of the prayer, like the deliciousness of the cookies, will still shine through, as long as we're paying attention in general. All this talk about food really makes me want Shabbos dinner. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. See you on Sunday.